Water Regulatory Board directors are visiting Kwale and Mombasa counties to discuss water crisis on the respective counties hampered by poor management by their water providers.
The visit comes at the backdrop where the Kwale town residents have been facing water shortage for almost 3 weeks now. Nikki Gitonga is on the ground with more. Nikki, what are some of the solutions being floated around?
Well, thank you, Zinzi and Trevor in studio. There are a number of issues that Water Regulatory Board Services, that's a national government body, that are going to discuss with the two county bosses, that is Mombasa Governor Hassan Joe, and where we are at the Governor's Office, Kwale Governor's Office, Salim Mvurya. They're going to discuss a number of issues concerning the water crisis in the county, concerning the governance, capital investment, and the last mile connectivity when it comes to water connectivity to the locals. Remember, there are a number of challenges that have been facing water providers in the water provider in the county. We have Kwale Water and Sewerage Company that has been supplying water to the locals for quite some time now, but due to the challenges that are facing, like the illegal connection, water leakages, faulty pipes, that's the reason why up to date the locals do not have sufficient water. And today the water body, that's a national government body, is here to have a courtesy call with the Kwale Governor Salim Mvurya to discuss a number of issues and how they can come up with a lasting solution when it comes to the water. So I'm just waiting for the Kwale boss Salim Mvurya and the chairman Joshua Irungu to tell us what they discussed in the meeting and how and whether we as the locals, Kwale locals, are going to have sufficient water. Remember, Kwale County is the sole supplier when it comes to water. It normally supplies water to Mombasa counties, and this is the third week as the resident we have not been having water. So we normally take passport size shower, and now I can see they are just coming. We just want to talk to them concerning the crisis that the counties have been facing when it comes to water solutions. So, Mr. Irungu, kindly let us talk to the Mr. Joshua Irungu. You tell us about the visit in Kwale. I believe you'll also be in Mombasa later on. Tell us about the visit. Where is Mr. Irungu? So I can see you are looking for someone else. So tell us about your visit here first.
Let me take this opportunity to say that we are WASLEB. I'm the chair. I'm Joshua Irungu, the first governor of Laikipia, and I'm currently the chair of Water Service Regulatory Board, WASLEB. And we are in Kwale with the governor, His Excellency Mvurya, and we are here because of water, trying to address the issues of water. And WASLEB is here to is a regulator, is a water regulator that regulates and sets standards and give issue license, and particularly set the standards for water services and sanitation in this country. And we are mandated also to regulate all water services in this region. Okay. And particularly we are here because of coming to visit the Kwale water sewerage, water service and sewerage, to see to how best can they be able to provide water and support the county government to give water. Water services and sanitation is a devolved function, but as a national government we do regulate and set standards and give license on all the issues, and we have the key indicators that indicate and help us to know whether a company is performing well.
Your providers, this is the Kwale Water and Sewerage Company, Mombasa Sewerage and Company. They have been failing the residents. Locals do not have water. What is the problem?
I don't want to say that they are not providing water, and that's the reason why we have come to ask ourselves some few questions. That the county government and the national government have bulked water, have tried to produce water, but it's unable to get to the people as required. And therefore there are issues, a number of issues is like non-revenue water. There is leakage, that we do produce a lot of water, but doesn't get to the farmers or to the communities. And that's the reason why we have the governor here. One, to paint the picture of how his water utility, water service provider is, and then we engage with the water company and together with the Coast Waterworks Development Agency, and we see how, if it is in terms of the capacity, in terms of governance issue, we are able to address in terms of infrastructure, the coast water through the national government and the county government and other development partners. They can be able to fit some of the gaps that are there.
So what is the solution, the ending solution to water crisis at the coast region?
Probably by the end of the day, we'll be able to answer that. And in terms of how do we reduce the non-revenue water, the leakages of water? Because in the country, we are losing about 8 billion Kenya shillings in non-revenue water. And therefore, we want to address in Kwale, we are losing about 38 million again on the same. And therefore, we want to see how do we reduce this, and this money that we are losing, can it get into the infrastructure? And because we have the governor here, he has also something to say about that.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Most of the time you have been chipping in to help Kwale Water and Storage Company when it comes to the water shortage. Locals have been facing water crisis. You pay the bills. What is the problem, and what is the ending solution to this?
First of all, I want to welcome WASREP today. They are here. They are our partner, and the national government are our partner, Coast Water. So we are actually here today, and what we are going to be looking at are the performance measures in terms of the national standards that have been set for water service providers. And then we are able to mirror that to our local service provider and identify areas that we need to address now and in the future. So this is actually the beginning of a capacity building process. And as you're already aware, the county government has had a lot of investment in water infrastructure in this county, and also the national government. And we have entered into partnership agreements with development partners. And therefore today's visit is a beginning to make sure that the company can be able to comply. Previously, we've had a few governance challenges. I'm sure you are aware that the previous two MDs were terminated. And right now we have seconded an acting MD from my office to jumpstart the process of having a good management in the company. And that notwithstanding, I want to assure the people of Kwale that even though there are challenges with the company, the county government is really key in making sure that we get water to our people. And I want to assure everyone that we are.
Your Excellency, another question. Kwale County supplies water to Mombasa, but the locals do not have water. What is the problem?
I think the issues here is, we have bulk water supplies, not just in Kwale County, but also Taita. Remember, we have water from Zima, which comes to Mombasa, Kilifi, Taita, and Kwale. We have also Marere, which supplies Kwale and Mombasa. And therefore, that is the arrangement that we need to have, to be able to share water as counties. It's a resource for all of us. Okay. I think what we have been saying is that we need to work well with Coast Water so that we don't have a situation where here at the source we are disconnected and they are telling us to give water to Mombasa. And I think part of today is that kind of engagement which we are, and Coast Water is here. So we are a government, and we will continue to engage.
Swali moja wananchi, tunaoga lini? Hatuna maji wiki tatu sasa. Tunaoga lini mheshimiwa?
Nafikiri kwanza Gitonga, let's have a context. Sasa hivi ile line ambayo haina maji ni line ya kutoka Marere hadi Kwale. Kuna pump mbili ambazo zilichomeka na tumefix hizo pumps. Kufikia jana we had fixed everything. I think today the pumping and the testing should be done. So today there will be stable provision in Kwale town. So I just want to say Kwale town because that is where the challenge is for now.
Kwa hivyo leo jioni tutaoga.
Kwa hivyo maji itapatikana leo Kwale town. Na pia niseme kwamba hata huo muda ambao kumekuwa na shida, maybe last few days, to provide water buzzers, which have been stationed in strategic places to give water to our people. So I think we've not been assuming that challenge.
Asante, yeah. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. That's the Kwale Governor Salim Mvura saying that tutaoga leo jioni, water supply will be back, and that as Water Board and Kwale County government, they're going to sort out a number of issues. As county government, they already sorted out the issue of governance, and also they'll ensure that illegal connection, what we call faulty meters, will be corrected so that the locals can have sufficient water as enshrined in the Constitution. Back to in studio, Zinzi and Trevor.
So kwa hivyo Nikki haukuoga leo asubuhi wewe?
Nimeoga passport.
So tonight ndio utaoga, leo usiku ndio unaoga.
Tonight nitaoga, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that is